Let's jump into a puppy 3. A little bit earlier stream today, 5:49 East Coast time. Let me make sure again that our live is working. Yes, we're good. But another puppy 3 today. Let's jump in this 20-second pick clock. Drafted a real sick team yesterday, I thought. Not gonna worry so much about correlation today. Let's just look at getting good value. We'll talk news. I don't think there's much to talk about. At least of importance. I don't. Jalen Warren, 10 pick. Dude, 10 is my nemesis, man. All the time where I pick 10. Underdog. Give me something good. I do a DraftKings draft today. I get pick 1. Like, come on. George Kittle on track to suit up for week 1, despite being held out of both preseason games. Jalen Warren in danger of missing week 1, or maybe more than that. So Najee Harris moving up. Look to buy the dip on Warren. Herbert seen participating Monday after his plantar fasciitis, so sounds to be on track for week 1. Mark Andrews absent from practice, downplayed. Curtis Samuel considered week-to-week turf toe. That's nothing serious, really. Status uncertain for week 1, but that's nothing. I mean, turf toe sucks, but it's overcomable. It's not going to be one of those things that's going to be detrimental. Matt Stafford individual work, still dealing with that tight hammy. Jaden Daniels officially the starting quarterback. Not a shocker there. Mike Williams should be back practicing next week. And that's pretty much it for news. Aside from that, like Trevor Lawrence gonna play, that like just guys who are gonna play for the upcoming last week of preseason. And then we go into Labor Day weekend off, and then back to it. Back to it. Buy the dip on AJ Brown. Garrett Wilson goes, assuming Marvin Harrison goes to the Puka team. No, so we'll get Marvin Harrison and AJ Brown. So I like that start. We get AJ Brown all the way at 10. We get Marvin Harrison at 15. Good start for us. pretty competitive draft here. Got some white badges, 4 of those, 3 red badges. For those of you who don't know, on Underdog, best ball. So you're not putting any time to building lineups. These lineups set themselves based on highest scores per week. Lineup roster construction is 1 QB, 2 RBs, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex. Like I said, automatically inserted based on highest scores in that week. Weeks 1 through 14, you're in this 12-man pod that you draft in. Top 2 move on. It varies per tournament or what you're playing in, but this one in particular is 12-man draft, and then 2 men or woman. No, 2 players move on to the next round, and then weeks 15 through 17 is different pods each week, and you're trying to be in the fantasy football playoffs. Week 17 is the final. It's one big pod of, I don't know how many this is, probably like 300 people. But yeah, if you haven't signed up for Underdog, link in description. Use code Temptation to sign up. You'll get 50% deposit match up to $250. So if you deposit $250, you'll get $125 extra. It also helps the channel out a little bit for us to be able to keep doing these drafts. Again, going to be drafting up until the season. Not sponsored, not affiliated by Underdog. You'll get the same code that we have, nothing special. And then you'll be able to use that code with family, friends, and you can help yourself on your own account. Get some rewards for that too. So join us. Also, like, subscribe, drop a comment on this video. Let us know how we're drafting. Let us know if you like our insights. We go AJ Brown, Marvin Harrison again. Not looking for correlation too much today for week 17. Let's just kind of draft what we like on the board. We keep getting stuck in this scenario, but like, I want more Tank Dell. I like Tank Dell. Can't stop drafting Tank Dell. I want more Tank Dell. Laporte off the board. I'm pretty sure like every team I've built, I've taken with AJ Brown, I've gone Jalen Hurts. ETN off. Do we just do it? Yeah, I can't stop doing it. Jalen Hurts, my #1 quarterback on the year. AJ Brown, my probably #3 receiver behind Tyreek and CD. I think if he can maintain consistency this year from what he had last year, man, he's better than Chase, Amon-Ra, and Jefferson. And I think it'll happen. That's the bet I'm making on Hurts and AJ Brown. Kincaid off at 40. What is Kincaid's ADP? I don't even know. 52. I haven't taken a lot of Kincaid. Hurt stacks aren't gonna be uncommon. They play the Cowboys in week 17, Commanders and Steelers. I think yesterday, we're in the 11 hole. We go Tank Dell, Stephon Diggs, CJ Stroud was our stack yesterday with We had Puka. So that was fun. Lamar off at 46. Probably going to get Andrews. Would be pretty weird if I was gonna say pretty weird if he didn't get Andrews there. I didn't even notice Tyreek off at 1. I took Tyreek at 1 in DraftKings today, but it's a little different there. That's full PPR as well. This is only half. Do. Richardson off. Thought about Richardson. We won't Cook earlier. Continue to up the Cook bags. Kittle off. Worthy off. We'll mix it up. We'll go Deontay. Deontay as our 4th feels pretty nice. Especially as someone that's going to be the 1. Obviously on a bad offense. But if Bryce Young takes another step this year, and they turn out to not be so horrible, especially in the second half of the year, when Jonathan Brooks comes back, and then you have him, Chuba, Deontay. I don't want to see Adam Thielen, he's old, but again, I think things could look up there a little more. It's just tough to tell, like how the offense is going to be ran. Stroud off at 72, assuming to the team with Nika. No, he just goes to, I don't even know. Weird. Kyler off at 64. Kyler's been moving on boards a ton and going unstacked. We could have went Kyler, but going 2 QBs with 4 and 6 draft capital, pretty gnarly. Man, it's so hard to not buy this Hollywood dip. I'm gonna go James Conner. I really wanted that Hollywood dip, but he falls to us. I'll keep buying. People sleeping, man. Coleman off. Samuel off. Bowers off. I'll keep buying. You're selling. I'm buying. I was buying Hollywood in the damn 5th round ahead of the other guys. I'll buy him in the 8th round. You gotta be kidding me. Rashee Rice, yeah, sure, he's gonna be efficient play. Like he's gonna get stuff underneath, but Hollywood's gonna own the sidelines and the deep part of the field. He's gonna own that part. I promise you. When he's fully healthy, and to get him as our 5th receiver off the board here, I'm very content doing that. Don't mind it one bit. Not one bit. Now the choice becomes, do we go with Goddard on the way back? We probably want to try to go Goddard on the way back. Jigglypuff team has 2 tight ends already, so I highly doubt Goddard goes. Fergie off at 77. I got it. I'd imagine he didn't even, damn. He was 1 pick away from getting Dak. I'm confident in my 5 receivers. I'm going to chill with these guys. I want to look to get Jonathan Brooks on the dip. Hopefully he makes it here to us. I imagine this is the only guy we'd have to worry about. Good. Doubt Gnarls Barkley takes Jonathan Brooks. With 4 running backs already off the board. So we'll scoop him up. Thing is, do I buy more bags of Josh Palmer? How much more Josh Palmer could I get? Now we're just gonna hang tight. We're gonna go Dallas Goddard. So we start this draft 3 receivers and Hurts with AJ Brown, Harrison, Dell, Hurts. Take our first running back in the 5th. Which it looked like at that point, everyone besides Jigglypuff had a running back on their team. But we go James Cook in the 5th. Then we go receiver, running back, tight end. Hard passing on my boy, J Pong. But it must be done. Snag share B Young later. So far, 1-3-5-1 build. Again, I'm still very happy. Palmer drops 15 picks in ADP. I'm still very happy with our receivers, right? Our 5 guys are AJ Brown, Marvin Harrison, Tank Dell, Deontay Johnson, Hollywood Brown. We spend a lot of draft capital on this, guys. And we get a nice dip on Hollywood. I'm gonna double down on the Cardinals running backs. Not something I would necessarily say to do, but I'm gonna do it. A Mitchell off. Eckler off. Go Chandler. So one more thing I'd be looking to get, Chuba on the way back. That would be my ultimate goal there, is to get Chuba with Jonathan Brooks. I'm gonna get Bryce Young later. We're gonna have to probably reach on Bryce Young. I don't think I want to risk him getting away. And then let's see who's the Panthers play in week 17. Panthers play the Bucks, but the problem with it is we're not gonna get. I mean, I guess you could get Bucky Irving. Jalen McMillan, Kate Otten. 1 second, chat. Girlfriend call me. Sorry, chat. Girlfriend call me. So we're at a 1551 build. I'm not sure where I want to go with this. Like, Chuba does not make it back. 147. So then we're gonna rip Baker. Off at 154. Necessarily have to go Baker there, but I don't think we risk McMillan not making it back to us. We're just trolling at this point. I mean, nothing on the board's really speaking to me. Komet's obviously falling a ton. I like this build. I don't know. We could possibly get away with 2 tight ends with Ogden. If we go to running backs, I meant 6 running backs. Javonte Williams has slowly crept up my exposure board. He's at 18%. So my new exposures: Javonte, Mooney, Palmer, Freiermuth, Harris, all at 18%. Other guys can't stop drafting. I haven't drafted Pittman in a while. I kind of went crazy early with him. But Pittman, Gus Edwards, I haven't been drafting recently. Hunter Henry, Kamara, Ridley, Higgins, Brock Bowers. So the kind of the guys I'm targeting later in drafts. Bucky Irving is falling. Would be nice. Like, Kate Ogden goes, "You're a folio, brother." And Bucky Irving. Both of you are some folios. So he kind of gets sniped there. We'll continue to reach into our DeMarcus Robinson bag. Oh, tight end's ugly here. We'll go Bryce to pair with Baker. So we have Baker and McMillan, Bryce, Jonathan Brooks, Deontay, set up for a week 17. I know we were going to go uncorrelated, but it just so happens we didn't do that. We go to Marcus Robinson to pair up with the Arizona build with Trey Benson, James Conner, Marvin Harrison at the end of the year. Don't have anything paired with the Eagles, but we do have obviously AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts, and Dallas Goedert stack. So we're just gonna need to hammer tight ends. I kind of feel obligated to go Jatavion Sanders, which I don't know much about Jatavion. '21, 6'4", 243, 4th round pick. What has he done in his career? I'm trying to see his combine numbers. They won't tell me. Career stats, not bad. I mean, 682 yards last year on 45 catches, 2 tutties. I like the play. We'll rotate in Parkinson with Demarcus Robinson. Grab some Jatavian Sanders. Jonnu off the board. We're going to end this with a 3-5-7-3 classic build. Would love to have Tank in there. Obviously concerned for bye week 11 here. No. We'll lock that in. Hopefully Ty Chandler is getting work that week, or Aaron Jones is injured. The 3-5-7-3, kind of shaky at running back as we go 2 rookies and Ty Chandler. But at the same time, we also go Trey Benson and James Conner with Arizona. Weird build, but getting weird. Like, you gotta get weird, right? Like, setting up for a Bryce Young Baker Mayfield matchup at the end of the year, and then we also have the Rams Cardinals matchup. I don't know. Like, I like it. I think it's decent. Again, would have loved to have been able to take like Tank Bigsby, who looks really good right now, even like a Justice Hill. But when we start with Dallas Goedert, we just can't rely on these two. You don't know what Tyler Higbee does. Hopefully Parkinson ends up like being like succeeding, so they don't rush Higbee back. But I like the draft. Again, we started out 3 receivers, quarterback, running back. Then we go receiver, running back, receiver, blah, blah, blah. Just like flip-flopping, kind of playing it safe. Let me see one of these drafts. I don't even remember these. Been a real big fan of 2682 builds this year. That's 6 puppy 3s down. Again, $1 million prize pool, 100K to first place. Max entries 150. It's already over halfway full, 53%. I'm looking to get like at least another 6, hopefully. So with that being said, we're up to be 39 for that, and then we have a couple super flexes, so 42, 43. Like 55 drafts so far. That's including pre-draft best ball, weekly winners, 2024 regular season, super flex season, and 1 marathon draft. We're still in this weekly winner slow draft, but we're not up for the 8 picks, so maybe get into that tomorrow. Appreciate you guys for coming out. Again, please drop a like, a comment, subscribe, put on the notification bell if you want for when we go live. Again, it's kind of spontaneous when we do go live. We try to keep it consistent between 7 and 9 p.m. Today it was so happened to be a little earlier. Messed my back up at the gym, so haven't been doing much. Decided to just rip a stream.